my neurodivergence and my obsession for detail leads to an amazing product. Like, I feel arrogant. I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't. I want to humbly say this, but it's the best damn product you could possibly buy if you want a wallet case. Like, I think my first thoughts about being an inventor were quite a young child. My father was very inventive and creative, artistic, and I looked up to him, and I loved building things too, even as a child with my Tinker Toys and my Capsella. I like construction games, and so yeah. I don't know, maybe it was 10 years old, but maybe earlier. I definitely had the idea in my head, I'm going to be an inventor. My dad was an artist. First he was a sculptor. And yeah, we grew up very poor because of, the starving artist kind of thing. And actually, interestingly, I had an influence on him as I think in 5th grade or 6th grade, I was really into chess. And he decided to buy a wood lathe so we could we could make our own chess set. And then he went from sculpture to wood turning, and then ended up becoming basically a pioneer and inventing his own line of tools in the wood turning space, and somewhat of a legend, actually. Thinking of myself as an inventor, I didn't think I'm going to invent phone covers. It is interesting. I didn't start this business, with a passion for developing this product. But yeah, at some point, it did become more interesting, more like this. I'm actually designing something that is pretty central to people's life. Like the phone, like when you leave the house, you got your keys, of course. You're wearing some clothes, but what else? You've got your phone and your wallet. These are the two things that you leave that you need this stuff. And so how to make that experience just smooth, right? And like how to have that in this compact little kit that everything is there when you need it. It's just like paying attention to the subtle little details of how to make that experience better. Yeah. I don't know, there's something that's a little bit meaningful, like I'm contributing, I think, especially the things that I'm doing over and over and over again, if I can shave a little fraction of a second off of that movement or whatever, that adds up over a lifetime. Or if the experience can just be a little bit more enjoyable, like it's slightly more comfortable for my fingers, or, it's just a little less frustration to have to do that movement or that thing, right? Or it doesn't catch when I put it into my pocket or something, right? Like all those little, just tiny, subtle aspects of the user experience. I think about those things, and I test them, and I try this and try that until, like, okay, okay, that's better now. Okay, wow, people won't even notice. There's no way they could compare how that experience with my product compares to the competitor or whatever. But hopefully there's some sense of like, yeah, I just really like this product. I like the way it works. Perfectionism can almost be like a disease. And sometimes there's almost anxiety in that. Gotta get it right. No, I can improve this more. I need to make this as best, as good as I possibly. I mean, that's saying it nice. I need to make this freaking perfect. There's that. That's that in the background. Perfection is this level, the threshold of functionality, not this apex. But I still struggle. The part of me that appreciates good design, functional and aesthetic, it wants to get it perfect. My perfectionism definitely is related to some neurodivergence, kind of Asperger's, ASD, like autistic spectrum way of being. My father is extremely introverted. He lives out in the woods by himself. And his house is full of garbage. I'm thankful that I'm in a better position than he is. Like his, his creative genius mind, but the thread that ties it all together for me is in the way of being, right? A way of being that is embodied in this question: how do we make things better? Every moment of my life is almost lived in that inquiry. And so I apply it to how I run my business, how I design the products, how I communicate with my, manufacturing partners, like everywhere. It's like, how do I treat people? How do I treat myself? How do I treat the environment? Like, how do I live my life in a better way? And how can I expand that out to touch other people so that they can live their lives in a better way?